non-muffled engine brake. The engine brake I have is very quiet. You can't hear it that much, and so it's allowed. So I can use the engine brake at any time. But I don't have that. That's what I now as a truck driver I know what that is. I didn't know what that was before. I thought they were just downshifting, but it goes. They're putting on the engine brake, so that's to save your brake brakes. So I did fine. Now we're going back uphill. It's down to 56, 60, 55. I mean, now it's going to settle into 57 again. But as I was saying, I'm going to do the pilot. I'm going to try to focus on at least taking the shower, taking videos of the showers, even if I take a shower or not, because that's what you guys asked me to do. You want me to go in. So the pilot in Winnemucca tomorrow. But tonight I might log on just as I'm pulling in to Winnemucca, which will be at 3:30 or 4 a.m. And the thing about this GPS is so smart, it does the local time. It's not like, right now I'm in Central Time. Right now it's 11:43 Central Time. But the time that it gives me is the local time that I should arrive there, and I like that. So it says it's 289 miles from here, and it says I should arrive at 3:58 a.m. and that's local time, so that's cool. I like that. I mean, GPS is, I love it. I love this. I love computers, and I love, wow, did you see that? If you saw my face really light up, it was because there's a beautiful lightning storm going on. I mean, the nighttime driving can be very beautiful. When there's a moon or lightning, it can be. Daytime too, I like both of them. But I'm a night owl. I've always been a night owl, so I don't mind. And I like it that there's not much traffic, and it's just, the night is nice. It almost feels quiet, peaceful. You know, it's kind of nice, not trafficy. So, but then it's going to be hot, you know, tomorrow when I wake up. I'm okay with I figured out everything as far as putting this little fan on, because it runs through the night without, you know, like if you put on other stuff, the air conditioning or whatever, it kills my battery, and I have to wake up in the middle. I haven't figured out the air conditioning anyway, and I don't want to, because I don't want to idle. I'm fine. You know, if I'm uncomfortable or if I can't get sleep, but I figured out a way to make myself comfortable at night with just a little crack in the window and this little fan that runs all night. Not a fan that I bought at this, I mean, it's a truck fan. It's like the air vent or whatever, and it runs all night, and I blow it right on me, and I sleep like a baby, and I sleep fine. So it's very cool, and I got it all figured out, and it doesn't drain my battery. So I don't know what that was all about, but I have stuff that drains the battery. Like I have a refrigerator, but if I leave the refrigerator on like all night without the truck running, I'll wake up with a dead battery or something close to dead. Oh, there goes more lightning. Oh, it's beautiful. So the refrigerator is fine. I like having it, but I don't use it too much. Like the idea was I have cereal every morning. I have the same kind of cereal every morning for breakfast, but and the idea was just to carry milk around with me all the time to have it for the breakfast. But now I can't, you know, because I can't keep it on all night, and I try to keep it cool, but then it wakes up, it's like I wake up and it's like lukewarm unless I have the refrigerator on. So now that's another reason I like stopping at the truck stops, is I get up and I go to the bathroom, and then I buy a thing of milk, and that's my breakfast. So that's my routine. And I love the cereal I have. It's like Bran. It's I buy. Now I'm talking way too much, but it's like in San Francisco at the Safeway store, there'll be a sale on this kind of Safeway brand cereal. So it's Raisin Bran and Bran cereal. The Raisin Bran is too sweet and sugary on its own, and the Bran cereal isn't sugary and sweet enough as it is. So I buy equal boxes and I mix them. And the other thing that's special about this Bran cereal, the Raisin Bran and the plain Bran, and I mix them and it's the perfect sweetness, is it has 100%, it's fortified with 100% vitamins of everything. Folic acid, whatever. But when I'm done eating that cereal, I pee this, you know, when you pee green, that's your folic acid. It's very important for, you know, I mean, I just get a lot of, I mean, it could go through me, but I think vitamins are, you know, they don't hurt. So I'm glad that this cereal was fortified with vitamins. So I have that every single morning, and then I'll vary what I eat. But I just love that cereal with cold milk. There's something about cold milk, and if it's lukewarm, I'll still eat it, but it's not the same as the cold milk. So that's why I'll stop at a Pilot or a TA or a Love's or anywhere there's a truck stop. So I wake up in the morning and I can go get a little thing of cold milk. Now it gets expensive because those little things of cold milk for one thing of cereal is like $1 or whatever. I mean, come on. You go to Costco and buy a gallon for $2.50, and here it is, this little thing is this big for $2.50. I don't care, it's worth it, that's fine. So that was the whole idea behind the refrigerator, was so I could buy a gallon of milk and have it with me all the time, but it didn't work out because it kills my battery. So some trucks have refrigerators already built in, but those trucks are special trucks where the refrigerator is actually wired directly to the battery or something like that. So those refrigerators can run all the time and they don't wear out the battery. The refrigerator I have is one of these that you plug in. You have to plug in with the little cigarette lighter thing. And I bought it at Walmart. It's a great refrigerator, but I can't run it when the truck is parked. I can't run that refrigerator for more than a few hours, and it will completely drain my battery. So one thing I could do is, a lot of times, like even just today, I was at Hershey's up in Ogden, and they give you all these chocolate samples, and they're wonderful. And I try to stay away from that because I'm trying to, keep my weight down. So I'll bring the chocolate back to my dispatcher. But just today, if I had done that without my refrigerator, it would just melt. I've done it before. The chocolate today, it was so hot, and even with my vents on and everything, it wasn't that hot, but it was hot enough to where the chocolate starts to melt. That's why you transport chocolate, in refrigerated units. It just melts so easily. So today the refrigerator worked great. I mean, I'm glad I have it. I just don't use it as much as for my original intention, and as much as I thought I would. And I would certainly use a refrigerator all the time if I had one that was wired directly. The thing about Pride Transport that I'm working for is they lease all their trucks, and that's why we're able to keep equipment that's not more than 3 years old, because as soon as the equipment gets older, they turn in. We don't buy the trucks, we're leasing them, and they make sure that they constantly rotate out the older trucks to newer trucks every year. A few hundred trucks come in or whatever that are new, and the older ones are rotated out of the system. But because they're leased, they can't do anything with the electrical. Like they can't put, like I said, could I get one of these refrigerators and have it hardwired to the battery so that it's constantly running if I want, it's just always on and it doesn't drain the battery and all that, like a special refrigerator for that? And they said no, because they're leased trucks. So there are some trucks, the internationals, there are some of the drivers that have, like the guy I trained with, Dave Cox, the one that was earlier, the truck I trained in, he had a refrigerator that was like that. It was hot, it was wired directly to the truck battery somehow, directly. It wasn't one of these little cigarette lighter things. And that was great, because then I could have milk all the time. But he's been with the company a long time, and they get the best kind of trucks, and they get the perks like the trucks with the refrigerators in them and stuff like that. So I'm happy with my refrigerator today. It worked because while I'm driving, that's no problem. While I'm driving, I'll put it in the cigarette lighter all day, and it works fine, and it doesn't drain the battery. While the engine's on, it's no problem. So and sometimes I'll actually buy milk because I know I'm spending the night somewhere where there is no TA. So I'll actually buy milk in the morning and put it in the refrigerator and put it on all day. And it'll still be kind of cold enough the next morning or even later that night or something if I want some cold milk. So I like the refrigerator for that. And I'm glad I have a refrigerator here to use, like today for the chocolate. So I stuck the chocolate in there and plugged in the refrigerator and drove all the way back to Salt Lake City. And by the time I got, so it was cold. And when I got to Salt Lake City, I took it out of my refrigerator and gave it to my driver manager. So I'm boring you to death, I'm talking you to death, but that was today, and my refrigerator unit worked fine. So that's another reason I stop at Pilots, is to get the milk. And why did I start this whole conversation? Because I'm talking about my refrigerator unit. I was trying to make a point about something. But anyway, just what I eat for breakfast. Anyway, I didn't come full circle because there was a point I was trying to make and I missed it. Just talking about what's going on. I still have a dead cat in my lap. Are you alive, Jojo? He just gets to be like a dead weight. I mean, he's just a dead cat on my lap. Oh my god. I mean, he is. Look, when I move my arm like this, he's like, oh, he doesn't even, like, he's just dead. He like molds into me. I mean, he's so relaxed. I love it in a way, but it's you okay, Jojo? He sheds a lot too, so I try to comb it, especially in the summer, as much as I can. But you're a great trucker cat. This is my Nashville. He's come from he's a rescue cat. Though this cat would have been adopted out easily, because the ones that are really good, he purrs, and he's just so friendly, and he would have been adopted out. If I didn't take him, he would have been adopted out. But I'm not into taking troubled animals at all. I mean, I needed a good cat for the truck, and I'm very good at picking animals, and I'm extremely good at picking good cats. I always know how to pick them, and I do. And I'm not into like, oh well, this cat pees all over the place, but you know, well, I'll rescue him, so as long as you don't put him to sleep. It's like, I'm not. I just don't deal with that. I can't have a cat who's gonna be a problem that way, or a cat that's whatever. I can't have a problem cat. So I picked a good one, and he's great. I've been very happy with Jojo. And if I lose him somehow, then I just go get another one. I mean, I know that sounds cruel and harsh, but it's just life, you know? And I get them right away. It's like people say, well, don't you need some time to mourn? And I go, no, that's my mourn. I mean, I have to get one immediately, because that helps you get over the hurt of losing one, you know? You got to get one right away, and it takes away some of the pain, because you have another one right there that needs your attention and needs your love, and it's giving you love, and it's not like you're taking away from the other one. All right, cat. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I hope. Oh, let me put my brights on. Put my bright light on to say goodnight to you. The next time you see me is going to be at probably 3:30 in the morning, just before I pull into the Pilot in Winnemucca, Nevada. Because I'm going to buy some boots tomorrow at the boot factory there. And there goes a truck. Oh, I was going to tell you about this. When the trucks pass you, oh my God, way back when, I was talking about the Christmas lights on the trucks. Okay, I'm going to complete that thought, because the truck just passed me, and what I do is I say, come on over. I flash the brights at him. That tells him, you know, it's etiquette. It tells him to come over. And then the other etiquette is, when he comes over in front of me, is, are you going to flash me, buddy? No, he didn't. Like, I would say half of them do, or I would say, you know, 7 out of 10 will flash you. Like, you know, it's just a thank you. It'll give you this little, like I have it right here. You actually have little special buttons for that. So it's just trucker etiquette. And when they do that, they pass you, and everybody passes me because I'm doing 57. Not everybody, but a lot of truckers pass me. And the ones with all the lights are great, and I love it. When you flash them, they come over back into the right lane after they pass you, and then they do the flash, and it's just like, come pass me again. I'll speed up and pass them so they can pass me again. No, I'm just teasing. I just think that's great. I don't know. I love it. I love the trucks with all the lights, especially when they you know, they give the little flash, which is an acknowledgement. It's just a hello. It's just a common courtesy, and it's just communication with other truck drivers that I love on the road. But that's fun. I like the Christmas light flashers. That didn't sound G-rated, but it doesn't sound G-rated to say you love being flashed out on the road. But, you know, in your reefer truck, some of the stuff I'm saying is not very G-rated, or it can be interpreted differently. But all right, I'm having a hard time signing off because I'm loving this. So day one, actually, this is interesting. I'm at 8.1. I'm 4 minutes away from midnight. So what's going to happen is, right now my statistics say I've done 211 miles today. That's not a lot, because I was mostly picking up and dropping off and stuff. I mean, long haul driving is long haul driving, but you know, you have to remember, when you get to the other end, you do have to drop stuff off and pick it up, and that takes a long time. When they live unload you versus a trailer drop or drop and hook and all this stuff, I'll explain this stuff later. I got to talk to you as if you don't know trucking at all. And maybe I didn't know who I'm talking to. I don't know if I'm talking to other truckers, but it's always best to assume, you know, nobody knows anything, and you're talking to like your 10-year-old because, you know, and I don't mean to bore some of you if you're already truckers, and I know I'm going over your head for some of you who aren't truckers on some of this stuff, but I'll try to be good about it and try to explain. But right now, I've only done 211 miles today, 8.1 miles per gallon it says, and in 3 minutes, it's all going to go blank, boom, because that's the end of today, and I start a new day at midnight. And that doesn't matter where I am in the country. If I'm on the East Coast, this computer is on Salt Lake City time no matter what. So if I'm on the East Coast and it's like, you know, whatever, it's 1 o'clock, it's midnight there, if it's midnight there, it's still like only 10 o'clock in Salt Lake City. So I'll drive until 2 a.m. and then it'll be a new day according to the clock here. So it's always on Salt Lake City time. Not everything's on Salt Lake City time, but the driver tech and when the statistics it gathers on me. Like if it says if I was speeding, it'll be on Salt Lake City time, and no matter where I am in the country, it'll say it was Salt Lake City time. And then you can always go back and calculate the time that you were, where you were, because they know where I am too. They know what I'm doing, and they know where I am within 10 feet or something like that at all times, if they want to. They can tell where all the trucks are with the GPS. I don't mind that. Some people it bothers them, but I kind of don't mind that because I'm not somebody who's... Alright, so 11:58. I'm going to keep you on for 2 more minutes. Sunday, August the 5th, and it's like 2 minutes away from August the 6th, 1 minute away. Everything's going to go to 0. I think I'm going to hold on to 8.1. I always cheer it on like, come on, Nene, hold on to it. Like I'm going up a hill right now, and it could change in a minute to be 8.0 average, and I'm like, hold it, Nene. Come on, Nene. And the driver tech will talk to me. You'll hear that tomorrow. Oh, I'll have her talk to me now. And I call her Mildred. So I've got Mildred, the driver tech, who talks to me. And I've got the truck, is Nene. I got my cat, Jojo. And I'm Nico. And I'm going to sign off in about a minute here. This is Nico Young. I decided to just, that's going to be my web blogging name. I'm going to say Nico. Because it sounds neato. Nico. I like Nico, so I'm going to go by Nico. That's my stage name. Crazy. And here comes the truck. This guy's going to flash me. Watch. He's going to pass me up. Okay, there it went. Everything went blank. It's at 0 now. 0, 0, 0. Everything. I have a clean slate, a new day. If I had any hard brakes, they measure that too. A hard brake that'll come up on here. I mean, you can't do very much in this truck without them knowing about it. So now I've gone 0.3 miles on... Oh, hi, trucker. Okay, let me flash him over and see if he flashes me. So he's going by me right now. When I say it's okay, or when I think it's safe enough, which is not bad. Like right now, he's got another car behind him. So come on over, buddy. Come on. Oh, he flashed me. Oh my God, he's got a lot of lights too. It's not the Christmas lights, but he has like a whole bunch up there. That was cool. I mean, he flashed me right away. And Covenant. Is Covenant Transport? You come over too. I think he's going to try to pass this guy. Are you going to come over? Oh, he is going to come over. And he flashed me too. Oh, see, now Covenant's nice. There are actually some companies where the drivers are polite. Like Covenant and Walmart has... Walmart long haul. Somebody said long haul. Somebody said Walmart local drivers aren't very nice. Whatever. But the Walmart long haul... You get the impression that they're very professional in everything they do. Like they do, and they flash you too and all that. So they're very professional. They have good drivers at Walmart. Okay, so those two truckers went by and flashed. That was cool. That was nice. Oh, I'm gonna let you hear Mildred. Let me see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna have Mildred talk. So she'll talk to me. Let me recalculate the pilot. Ready? Listen. Come on, Mildred.
Continue on this road for 271 miles.
Alright, I just asked her to take me, I just recalculated. I said, take me to the pilot in Winnemucca, and she said, okay, continue on this road for 271 miles. So Winnemucca is on this road. It's going to be exit 173. I mean, sometimes she'll say continue on this road for 10 miles because you'll have an interchange to another freeway at that point. But this one is just a straight shot. The 80 is just a straight shot from here all the way to Sacramento. I don't turn off anywhere until I get to Sacramento. And maybe Hayward, I might even go further than that. I might take the 80 all the way to Hayward, actually. So, yeah. Or all the way to San Francisco, because the 80 goes into San Francisco. And then goes south on the 580 or something like that. So anyway, I know that area. So that was Mildred. I'm introducing you. I don't know if you heard her, but she said, continue on this road for 271 miles. That's Mildred. All right, and it's raining now. Holy cow. All right, well, I saw the lightning earlier, so I should have expected it. All right, so now I'm signing off for sure. I introduced you to Mildred. I introduced you to JoJo. And I ended the day with 282 miles at 8.1 miles per gallon. That's not too bad. And I'm hauling 36,000 pounds of chocolate from Hershey's in a place called Far West, Utah, which is just north of Ogden, to Hayward, California. And I will be in Winnemucca tonight, get some boots tomorrow, and signing off. This is Nico Young, signing off. I'll talk to you in about 5 hours from now. Bye, good night. Good night, JoJo. Dead cat. Dead cat on my lap. Boop. Bye. Bye. Come on. Why is it long enough? There it goes. No. Okay, hold on. Good night. Good night. Sleep tight and pleasant dreams to you. That's Lawrence Welk Show. My dad used to watch that every Saturday night. Make a wish, say a prayer, and may your dreams come true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, au revoir. You think I can speak French? Auf Wiedersehen. Come on now. Why isn't this thing shutting down? I don't mind. You know what? If you want to stay on all night,